Bonafide Hustler here, and today we're going to be talking about an incredible opportunity regarding very profitable inventory. What's going on, guys and gals? Chris the Bonafide Hustler coming to you live from the inside of my office. I think this is the Cheddar Hut, maybe the Cheddar Cave today. But anyway, want to say thank you real quick to everyone that commented on the previous two videos, which I will link down below, that had to deal with outdoor-based goods, which happen to be exactly what we're going to be talking about today. So yeah, thank you so much, and thank you for all the comments, because it really gave me a lot of insight. And a lot of you guys and gals out there were really pumped up about it, and a lot of you guys and gals are already reselling outdoor-based goods right now, so that's great. So if you guys didn't know, there is a guide coming out next week. We'll get to that in a second, but the opportunity with outdoor-based goods is pretty simple. This is, to me, a superior type of inventory. I have been reselling outdoor-based goods for around 16, 18 years now, and it's easy to spot. You don't have to do too much looking. You don't have to go through every single rack or every single bin or anything like that. When you see a good, profitable outdoor good, it sticks out, but you have to know exactly what to buy. But it is really good inventory. It typically sells very quick. I mean, who wouldn't want that? And the best part is, it's sitting at the places that you go to right now. You might just not know about it. For anyone that's joining this video and didn't see the past two videos, I'm the Bonafide Hustler. I reside in Austin, Texas, and yeah, as stated before, my entire reselling journey started with outdoor goods, and I still resell them to this very day. Every single weekend, I seem to find outdoor goods. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make a guide about that, and we'll get to that at the very end of the broadcast. I thought about potentially putting a case study together or a testimonial or something like that to show you guys like the power of outdoor goods. And then I thought about it, I was like, you know what? You guys already know that person. That's right, my brother E Money, who's not here right now, but my brother E Money, you've seen him transform on my channel over the course of 3 to 5 years. You know, he's been there. He started out kind of small with bikes. He kind of followed my lead, and then he kind of just did his own thing. And he started reselling bats. He started reselling, you know, cycling trainers, started reselling tennis rackets, and all these really good things were profitable, and he was reselling them for good money. Some of that stuff he actually taught me how to do. But what that means is there's a ton of profitable outdoor goods out there, and there's a lot that you need to know about. And there's probably a lot that is passing you by right now. You just don't know about it. And so you got to get trained, and you have to learn what to look for and what's profitable. But yeah, my brother is probably the best case study that there ever could be on this entire thing. I mean, he literally did what I did. And granted, we live in the same town. I essentially kind of created some competition, but it's okay. There's enough for everybody. But we've done it from coast to coast as well. We've done it at swap meets. We've done it at other thrift stores around the country, and it just works. Now let's go away from him and answer some of the top questions that I've always got regarding outdoor-based goods. The very first question I usually get is like, aren't outdoor-based goods like really, really large, and I just don't have time to like pack big things, or I don't even really have the space for really big things. Now here's the truth about outdoor-based goods. They aren't always very big. You know, a lot of outdoor-based goods, a lot of the ones that I resell are just small. They can fit into poly mailers, shoe boxes, things like that. So they're not terribly large. A lot of what I can do can just be run out of a small apartment as well. So I'm very cognizant when I pull the trigger on bigger outdoor-based goods like boards and bikes or something like that. I am looking for very short turnarounds, or I'm looking for the product to be immediately profitable in the state that it's in already. It needs no work, nothing like that. It already has profit as it is, and thus it makes me want to list it very quickly because I already know that there's money built into it. Whereas on some other goods that you might resell or something, you might have to take out a stain. You might have to, you know, test something out or find another piece to this and order it online. With outdoor goods, a lot of times everything's kind of there. And so that leads me to question number 2, which is, you know, I'm afraid that not everything's there on an outdoor-based good. How do I know this? Well, you got to learn a lot of things, first of all. But the second thing is that a lot of outdoor, you know, when I think about it, there are not many super integral parts to everything out there. You just have to kind of know what everything kind of does, and you'll kind of figure out really quickly when you find it at a garage sale or a thrift store. You'll know in 2 seconds whether it is complete or not. So yeah, I wouldn't let the completeness of something kind of deter you from finding out this income stream, because it's a little different than other income streams like clothing and electronics in the sense that it's a little bit simpler. It's much simpler to get these things and see them and know if it's profitable very quickly without spending, you know, more minutes in the thrift store, hours, anything like that in your weeks trying to locate good inventory. If you don't learn outdoor goods as your inventory, you're missing out on a lot of money. The last main question that I always get is, how do I know it's a really good brand? That is like one of the biggest questions I get behind the scenes, you know, pre of this launch of this guide. And it's important to address because brands are everything. So while a jacket that's, let's say, a North Face or Patagonia, you know, can keep you just as warm as maybe a Columbia or an Ozark Trail or whatever. There's a huge price difference between both when it comes to the resale market. Two are absolutely not worth picking up. In fact, maybe even three, and only one brand is really worth picking up. So you kind of have to know the brands and you have to know the features, all right, of all the stuff to kind of put it together. When you finally find this stuff in the wild, you'll go, I know what that is. I know the signs of quality. I read the guide and I think I can make money on this. Because it's all about getting into a situation and being confident. Let's face it, with anything that you learn that is new, what you want is some confidence, and you get confidence through learning, and you get learning through people that have made mistakes. Like me. No, but honestly, I've done really well on these things and I just wanted to make a really big guide on it. So that's coming out super quick. So yeah, to recap, this upcoming guide is going to definitely give you that confidence to go out there and find these goods. It's going to end up saving you time, and in the long run, it'll end up giving you a completely different income stream, well, that you can add to your own income stream too. I'm not saying to, you know, let go of anything that you're selling now, but you might find out that, hey, this is a lot better stuff to pick up than the normal stuff I've been picking up. So think about those kind of things out there when the special prices come down next week. And that does lead me to next week. So there is a video that's gonna be on my channel next week that's gonna kind of highlight the special offer of the week. But if you're lucky enough to see this video, all right, there's gonna be a link down below to the Sunday special, all right? There's only one day, all right, where I'm gonna put a super low price on this thing, and it's gonna be this Sunday. So in a couple days, you'll be able to snag this thing one day early, and it's going to have a really good deal attached to it. So, but you're gonna have to make sure that you're on that list, because that list is the only list that's gonna get that email. I'm not gonna put that email on Facebook or anywhere else, or even on Instagram or anything like that. I'm gonna put the list on there, and if you decide that you wanna capitalize on a very low price, that's the list you need to be a part of. After that, it's gonna go into what's called Intro Week, and on Intro Week of any of my guides, I do put a really good deal together regardless, but if you want the best deal, you're gonna have to be on that Sunday list, because that's the most limited offer that I can give. It will be one day. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for all the comments on the 3 series of videos. This is the 3rd video, so I want to thank you guys for commenting and just being really supportive, and I'm really excited about next week, if you can't tell, and hopefully you guys can snag a copy. It'll be coming out Monday officially, but it'll come out Sunday secretly. I'll see you on the next video. Take it easy. Goodbye!